deep dive where emotions meet the stars and spirituality takes center stage. Join Sherianna Boyle and Carmen Schott as they explore astrology, mental health, manifesting, and so much more. Two women on a spiritual path, sharing wisdom, stories, and the magic of sisterhood. Ready to dive deep? Let's begin.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Deep Dive. I'm Sherianna.
And I'm Carmen. And this is a show about astrology, emotions, and spirituality.
Yes, each week we're giving you your astrological update. Carmen's going to be sharing what's going on astrologically, and we're going to be talking about how that impacts us, as well as give you some tips and tools. This week we're talking about the week of July 20th,
Yes.
Sunday, July 20th. What's happening, Carmen?
Well, the big thing, I would say the big thing this week is we got a lot of Leo energy going on, guys. The sun has been in Cancer, the sign of the mother and water and emotions, and it goes into Leo on July 22nd. So this week, the sun moves into Leo, which we're going to find that we're going to feel more lighthearted, and we're going to want to have fun and do things that are entertaining and that bring us joy in our hobbies. And the sun rules Leo, and the sun is bright and happy and friendly and joy and all that good energy. So we're going to be right here at the end of summer. We're going to be feeling like getting out and about, being more social. It's going to get busy, and it's good because Leo is a fire sign. So it's going to give us that energy and that enthusiasm to keep on the go, explore, not sit around. We're going to be a little bit more active and tapping into our creativity. Leos are, real creativity, self-expression, leadership. So it's a Leo season now, which is big.
Love that.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm excited about that because I have family coming into town. So it's our annual family reunion. Yes,
perfect.
This week.
So
this sounds really good to me. And I'm sure a lot of people are getting together with family around this time of year too.
We feel less heavy than we felt because when the sun was in Cancer the past month, Cancer is emotional, it's ruled by the moon, so it makes us more sensitive. We take things more personal. We're a little bit more withdrawn. We want to spend time alone at home. We're kind of want to be homebodies. And so now with the sun going into Leo, it's just a total shift in energy. It's fire. So we're going to feel, just happier and like not thinking about our emotions, not dwelling. Leo's like, courageous, brave, looking at the positive of things. And so wanting to have fun and joke around and tease.
Now, how's Mercury retrograde going to impact that, Carmen? Because we are in Mercury retrograde. I've seen your posts on that too, by the way.
Yes.
If you want to
follow
either one of us, you post on Instagram, right?
And Facebook too.
At Carmen Schott.
Author.
And I'm at Instagram. You got to have a dot at Sherianna.Boyle. But I've seen your Instagrams. Mercury retrograde is going to end in what? I think
August,
I saw
around August 11th. So it started last week on August 18. And this is the thing that we have a lot of Leo energy going on, guys. So one thing about Mercury retrograde is in Leo. Okay. So the planet of communication is spinning backwards, and it's in Leo. And then the sun is also going into Leo. So we have a lot of Leo energy. And what's going on is Mercury retrograde with Leo, it can make us one of the, every sign has its dark side. And Leo can be overly confident, and they can also be a little bit self-focused. And they can also get their feelings hurt because if they don't feel respected or appreciated, they can roar like a lion. So they expect a certain treatment. A lot of celebrities are Leos, a lot of entertainers. And they want to shine. They want attention. They want to be on stage. So when the planet Mercury, how we talk, is retrograde in Leo, it's kind of like we may just feel a little blocked, like we're not getting recognized, or things aren't happening like we would like them to be, or expressing ourselves could be a little bit blocked.
Now, is there a shadow side to that as well? Is there a shadow side not a shadow side. Well, yes, I do mean a shadow side, meaning do we feel the shadows of that before they actually happen?
Yes,
because I was telling you a couple days ago,
yeah,
before Leo, before before Leo goes into this
before the sun went to Leo. Well, you were feeling Mercury retrograde.
I was, yes. And I told you I got an email that was like out of the blue, and I shared that email with you. And it kind of answered a lot of my questions. Is that what you're talking about here? Or was that too soon to connect those two?
No, that last week we were in, well, the week before last week, we were in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, which means that we're already being affected by the energy.
Okay.
So they'll get emails that kind of end the endings, things coming to fruition, things from the past kind of popping back up, and then you're able to finish old projects, cut old ties, release old energy. So that makes sense that happened because it was in the shadow.
Right.
Last week, it was on July 18 that it actually was officially retrograde.
Interesting.
Yes.
And I have to share this with folks, Carmen, because you and I, we kind of are open on the radio. We haven't given all the details of how we've been in these kinds of situations, but I can't tell you, and I know our listeners are going to, I relate to this, how much damn energy I gave to this thing that has come to completion. And I think I was worrying about it and thinking about it. And maybe that's part of what happens with, the way the planets were before, right? Yeah. A couple of weeks ago, we were thinking, remember July 7th, you said, now we're going into everyone's good Gemini. That's right. Yes. Right. We're being influenced by a lot of thinking. Well, that's what I was doing. Thinking, because I'm a planner. I like to be prepared if things are going to be changing. I like to be kind of get ready for it. I like a little structure. Yeah. I gave so much darn energy to that. And then Mercury retrograde comes and the door is closed.
Mercury retrograde, it is like clockwork, like every time. And the signs that are most affected this time, every time, are Virgo and Gemini, which you and I have a lot of Gemini and Virgo energy, both of us.
We do.
And anyone that's a Leo, because it's retrograding in the sign Leo, they're going to also be highly affected at this time. And so,
in what way?
They're going to have the craziness of Mercury retrograde that Virgo and Geminis get, because everyone's affected, but Virgo and Gemini, their ruler's Mercury. So they notice they have the weirdest things happen that you cannot even explain. Like I literally, well, like for an example, you know how we met up on Zoom earlier?
Yes.
I sent the link and she said she didn't get it. And I'm like, well, I know I sent it. I look, it went to the wrong person. It went to somebody else. It
thank God it was just a Zoom link.
I was going to tell you, it auto-corrected. And I'm like, oh, it was a Natalie, but not the right Natalie. And I'm like,
oh my gosh.
It's like these little things. And I didn't even notice it. It's like emails, computers, miscommunication, email.
The internet's been terrible. It's been terrible. I'm freezing all the time.
That's what it does. It affects technology. It affects computers. I can't tell you how many times. Literally, I'm like, okay, Mercury's coming retrograde. I had started a job. This was years ago, and I had been getting paid. Okay, and this is with like the government, so it's very stable. I didn't get my paycheck, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? I literally have to go to this special place in finance office to figure out why am I not, where's my check? They said, it's a computer glitch. Of course, it's only me that, it's something with, and I'm like, it's Mercury retrograde.
And you really do have to check everything. Yeah, I was online the other day. I was checking out, I'm going to be teaching at Crapalo. I know you're going to be teaching at Omega as well in the future. Your links aren't up yet. Next year. I'm going to be there online in the fall. I'm teaching an online called Divine Detox. And I went to look the link because I wanted to put it on my website to show people I'm going to be doing this Divine Detox. I look at it and they're charging like $20 for 4 nights. Right. And I'm like, $20. Like that's all seems like, I'm open to accessibility here, but $20 for 4 nights. I mean, so I almost didn't email them because I thought, okay, do I email? Do I say something? So I just sent an email. I said, just doing a little price check. Sure. Just making sure this is accurate.
Yes.
She emailed me back. She said, thank you so much. It was wrong. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you caught it. And so still very affordable, I think.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is the reason for sharing that is check things, folks.
Yes. Double check during this time.
Double check.
You won't see it. Like you will look at something and then it just had it happen. I've had it happen this week when it was in the shadow. I mean, it's been little things like I can't even tell you. And then also what you want to do is look back to what was happening the last retrograde in your life.
I need to keep a journal.
Yes. So
all right, folks, we all need to keep journals.
We do, because all those things that were going on last retrograde reappear. And I've already had.
When was the last retrograde?
It was in the midst of the February, March when I resigned from the Air Force.
Oh, that's right.
It was, I believe it was January, Feb through, it was like 4 to 6 weeks through there. And we have the shadow before, the shadow after. It was about about 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. And, I had all of those things are now replayed this week. I told you about a few of them.
Yes, you
did. Phone call. Got another.
They've all circled back.
It's all the same weird stuff. And then now things that I committed to, maybe a couple months ago, now they're changed now that it went retrograde. It's like, it's not what I thought it was. And I'm not sure it's happening.
And some of your players have changed.
Yes. Yes. It's
interesting.
Very, very interesting. So I always tell people, lay low. I just told, one of my old coworkers at KMET, I said, just lay low. Just lay low. Don't socialize too much. Just, try to talk too much. I said, don't put anything in writing. Don't go and talk to anyone. Stay in your office and lay low. I said, that's what I said. That's what I'm trying to do. And, but anyway, but it's
interesting.
Crazy. It's crazy.
It is interesting. Okay. We do have more that's going on this month, folks, besides Mercury retrograde, and the fact that the sun is going into Leo. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more with your update. So hang in.
Astrology is energy. Unlock the wisdom of your birth chart with my new book, Your Astrological Energy. Pre-order your copy today and receive 10% off a personal consultation with me. Visit CarmenTurnerSchott.com to claim your special offer today.
When was the last time you took time for you? Hi, I'm Sherianna Boyle, author of the Emotional Detox book series and several other books. I also lead a variety of wellness retreats throughout the year. Visit SheriannaBoyle.com/events to find out more and to book your retreat today. Again, it's SheriannaBoyle.com/events. Welcome back to Deep Dive. We're giving you the astrological update, Carmen and I, for June 27th, the week. So what else we have going on this week?
So
Carmen?
This is a new moon in Leo on July 24th. So guys, we have Mercury retrograde in Leo messing with us. We have the sun entering Leo, and we have a new moon in Leo on July 24th. So when a new moon happens, this is a time that we set our intentions to manifest what we want. And so we want to tap into Leo energy, which is fun. What brings you fun? What brings you pleasure? What brings you happiness? It's also children. Play.
How long is it in the sun for Leo?
It's a month. The sun goes to each sign for 1 month, about a month.
For 30 days. Okay.
Yeah. 12 signs, and it lasts for about every sign for 30 days. Yeah.
So if you're born a Leo, does it happen on the 24th? Is that how it works?
It's the 22nd is the sun in Leo. And then this is the new moon. But yes, if you're on the cusp, which is important to talk about. Some people are born on the cusp, and if you go online, everyone uses different dates. But I use what's it's based on time zone too. But around July 22nd, the sun goes into Leo. Now, if you're born July 21st, you're on the cusp with Cancer and Leo. So you might feel more like a Leo than a Cancer. And that's because the sun is moving into Leo. Or if you're on the cusp of Scorpio and Sag, you might feel more like a Sag, even though you're on and it's a whole other thing. We call them decans. So that's why some signs, like we say, okay, there's August Virgos and then there's September Virgos. They have a little bit of a different personality. I mean, it's similar, but their energy is a little different.
Okay.
And every sign has that. It has because each sun sign goes into 2 months. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
kind of on
Okay.
the cusp. But no, a lot of Leo energy. So yeah,
The new moon's in Leo. And
new
so
moon.
we're going to be focused. That's happening this week.
Yes.
And that's when you want to start focusing on what you want to. So different than Mercury retro, even though we're still technically in Mercury retrograde.
We're going to be Mercury retrograde through mid-August.
Right. But we have a new moon.
The new moon is in the same sign as the retrograde in the sun.
So we're saying we focus on something that we want to be planting seeds with, but then the Mercury retrograde, we're always completing something, Carmen. So I guess I'm just noticing there's a little bit of a dance here.
It is. It's intense.
Okay.
Because the new moon is about reflection though. And it's the same as Mercury retrograde. It's like redo, reassess, rework, reflect. That's kind of the R's of a retrograde. And that's not the only planet that's still retrograde. We talked about, we have several planets.
The new moon. But in terms of new moon, what are we focusing on this month?
We're focusing on reflecting on what we really want.
Okay.
And writing it down, manifesting it.
And you can do that.
It's kind of like a slowing down.
You don't have to wait till the 24th.
Yeah. I mean, it's similar to Mercury retrograde because it's like you don't want to push and force things during a new moon either. Yeah. You want to reflect on what your heart wants, and then you want to visualize it.
Because your mind might say, I want more money, right? Your mind might say, I want, financial freedom. But does your heart say that? That's what we have to ask ourselves. What does my heart say? And it's okay if one is strong in one area and one is feeling something in another area. And that's just something for you to work through. Because sometimes we feel a little split between the mind and the heart. It's almost like the spiritual law of polarity.
Yeah. And Leo,
go
it's interesting because Leo rules the heart. Leos are known to be generous and like loving and kind, like big-hearted. They rule children, so playful. So it is kind of, what does your heart want kind of vibe with all this Leo energy.
And what do you go with? You have to ask yourself, do you go with your head or do you go with your heart? You
don't want to overthink.
Yeah.
Because we're not thinking clearly right now because Mercury's retrograde. It's also could be we can maybe it's to reflect on the past. Things from the past are coming up because of Mercury retrograde to reflect on. And then the new moon is also reflection. So it's similar in a way. What does your heart really want? You have to kind of do that during a Mercury retrograde too.
And let it have a voice.
It's like a double whammy, guys, that we have a new moon and Mercury retrograde going on.
The heart is feeling. I mean, the heart is emotion. And you need that part for manifesting. You have to let yourself feel. And it's okay to let yourself feel desire or let yourself feel what it is that you're longing for. If you suppress it, right? I can't have, because you have these mindsets. I can't have it, or it's not going to work, or what if things don't work out? And then we just kind of slap that heart right back down. Okay. So new moon. Yeah, go ahead.
And you want to look at, you guys can go to astro.com to get your birth chart, or you can go to my website, carmenturnerschott.com, and I can send you a free birth wheel, but you need to know where is the new moon going to fall on your birth chart in the transits, because the new moon is happening in the sky right now. Sun in Leo is in the sky right now, but your birth chart, we put a transit chart against your birth chart, and we can see what house, what area of life is the new moon affecting, and where your focus will be. And it's like the whole cycle of the moon. We could talk about it on another show.
That's the value of getting your chart.
It's like a 28-day cycle. Like the moon cycle, we're affected by the cycles of the moon throughout each month. There's always something happening. It's a whole science. So It's a whole class, but look at that new moon, and if it's in the health house, you might be wanting to eat healthier, thinking about your diet, your health, going to the doctor, going to the dentist, booking appointments. If it's in the relationship house, you might be focused more on your relationships, on marriage, what you want from your partner, how to have more fun and be happy with your partner, how to change things,
Yeah.
So that new moon's going to have you thinking about the area of life that it's in, that it's
Yes.
affecting too.
Right.
And that's wherever Leo is in your chart.
Gotcha. And I think it would be a good time to mention that Carmen does offer charts. If anyone is interested, go to carmenturnerschott.com and you can get your chart done by Carmen. And if you're interested in processing your emotions around whatever that is, head on over to sheriannaboyle.com because I have a new membership called Emotional Detox at Home. And that's where I create one emotional detox a week for you to listen to. And so I think both are really valuable resources. I know you've helped me out through times in my life. I also know you have a new book coming out, Carmen.
Yeah.
At your astrological energies coming out in August, correct?
Yes.
So please go over there and pre-order. If you've been enjoying these updates, this is a great way to give back, is to order our books because we love to write or get yourself a chart or share something with someone else. We do appreciate your support here. Anything else that we should be aware of?
No, not this week. I think we're good. Yeah, it's a lot of Leo. So it's a bright fire energy. So you're going to definitely feel more social.
All right. Can I ask you one thing off the cuff?
Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen? Anything in the world? Would you feeling anything going on there? Because sometimes we tap into that.
Well, we have this year, 2025 is going to be crazy. Like we've already seen it. We have major historical transits that have not happened for over 80 years. So yes, like Uranus into Gemini that just happened in July this month, it hasn't happened for over 80 years. And the last time it happened, we had World War II. And we can see back in time, I have a grid that says what happened every time Uranus was in Gemini historically. And now 2025, there's like a question mark, like what's going to happen? I mean, we already have some things going on with other countries, which I think that's what it is.
Okay.
And Gemini affects communication. It's the media, it's journalism, it's what people are saying on TV. There's a lot of unsettling.
That's what it feels like. Feels very unsettling right now.
What's true. It's a lot of information being pushed at us online and on TV and commercials.
Yes, for sure.
And then one thing says this, one channel says this, and you don't know what's going on. Like it's like it's unsettling because that's what Uranus does. It shakes things up.
I think that's why people are going to these smut shows, these shows where it's like so brainless, when they're watching these, these reality TV because people are like,
Big Brother just started.
Big Brother, Big Brother.
She's like, you got to watch Big Brother. I haven't watched it in a while, but I do like it once in a while. Depends on who's on there.
Yeah.
I like when they bring back the alumni.
Sometimes you just need to not just take a break from all of the noise out there. Watch your smut shows. Well, thank you so much. This has been great. It sounds like the main message that I'm going to take from today, everyone, is go with your heart.
Yes.
Go with your heart right now. And fun allows you to feel your heart. So if the sun is in Leo and we're having fun and being playful, that's going to help you to connect to what's in your heart. You'll have a better understanding of that. If you're too serious, it'll be hard to connect to your heart.
Yes.
Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Deep Dive. And remember, if you miss a show, go to YouTube, subscribe there. Deep Dive with Carmen and Sherianna. Subscribe, send us a little message there, ask a question. We would love to hear from you, and we look forward to talking to you next week.
Hi, this is Carmen Turner Schott, author and psychological astrologer. My newest books are Your Astrological Energy and Astrology's Magical Nodes of the Moon. Both offer powerful insights to help you understand your emotions and your spiritual journey through astrology. Discover how your birth chart can help you heal, transform, and become more resilient. Visit my website today at carmenturnerschott.com and grab your copies on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and online stores.
Looking to transform your life? Sherianna Boyle, author of 11 powerful books, invites you to take a deep dive. Explore her emotional detox series, discover manifesting with energy in action, and connect with spirit in her latest book, Just Ask Spirit. Start your journey today. Find all her books at sheriannaboyle.com. Thank you for tuning into Deep Dive with Sherianna Boyle and Carmen Turner Schott. If today's episode inspired you, don't forget to share, subscribe, and leave us a review. For more insights and resources, visit carmenturnerschott.com and sheriannaboyle.com. Until next time, keep diving deep into your soul's journey.
Take KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play